Hello, 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 hello. Not picking up again. Okay, this message again. You're on night 2. Same as last night, except we now have Funtime Foxy, but we decided to call her Mingle. Because she's a mess to put together. But she's put together and normal, unlike the other locations. Now, to fix her, you have to disable her like the rest. But to disable her, you have to basically you have to try and dislocate her tail, and she'll shut off while the tail is winding back together. Because it's like a pull string on like a doll, like a Woody doll, where you pull the string and it comes back up. But since you pull her tail, it winds back up. You have to be able to fix her before then. And Foxy's overprotective, so you're gonna have to make sure Foxy is offline too, while making sure the other animatronics don't see you. Balloon Boy needs fixing. Balloon Boy needs fixing. The only way to disable him is to basically kind of what you do with Foxy, like how you shine the light, but you're basically shining a light at something else, and it has to reflect onto him. Basically, there's a mirror in the security office. You take that little handheld mirror and you flash the light on it, which you have to angle towards Balloon Boy to turn him off. But when you turn it back on, make sure you're away from him or he'll steal the batteries. Because you might need those to disable Foxy or Balloon Boy again during your night. We got the puppet going, and you probably heard the music. Oh, well, actually, no, you probably didn't hear the music. But basically, the puppet, the only way to deactivate that is to not play the music, but playing the music stops it from attacking you, but it doesn't stop it from being off. If you go to repair it while the music is playing, it won't attack you at all, but if you're really close to it, it might attack you. So the only way to turn off the puppet while you're fixing it, deactivate it, is to turn off the song and turn the disc over, and it will play a different music. But the reason the puppet shuts off during this is because it has to reset its memory cord. So after that, it will turn back on and act like it does when it's not. So you have to be hurrying with that too, like the pull string on Mangle's tail. And then in the morning when you leave, I forgot to mention this, you have to flash your lights in every animatronic's eyes. if you don't during the day, when they see you, they will probably attack you. Um, there's a security guard gonna work on the next night. He works at the security office. He knows about the animatronics and and it will help you for your next night because the animatronics won't be going after you personally. This employee knows not to break the animatronics because he knows that they're built like this. Because they're built like this because of what I had to do to make them. Because I was forced to by the corporation, William Afton and Henry Afton themselves. But let's get back to this night. While you're there, you might meet the generator needs repairing because of someone during the day shift pressed the button more than 4 times. And we got a shipment of animatronics to replace the plushy ones that you've been fixing. But we're not replacing them yet. We're just gonna try a multiple situation. These new animatronics are gonna be having their own stage in the pizzeria. They sort of go with the mangle. This way we'll have more animatronics and more of the fun. We don't know they're shut down, so we're not gonna have you repairing them. But they're not gonna be finished being built next night. We're gonna wait. One of the lights on Boxy stage is broken. We need you to replace the bulb. And 3 of the lights on the top of the main stage need to be fixed. No, the light bulbs are fine, but the wiring's messed up. We couldn't do it during the day shift because of all the kids came there to see Freddy and the gang. I forgot to read something out of the management handbook last time. I'm supposed to read it to you. I'll read it now. Okay, here it is. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where fantasy and fun come to life. As a worker here, you must be confused by all the dark and shady stuff. Don't be worried, it's just how we attend it. Every repair crew is entitled to know what's wrong with the animatronics, but they can't be told on their second or first or third night. They can only be told on their 4th night when they are ready, because the truth behind our animatronics is a little bit far-fetched and crazy. But if you're not a mechanic or part of the pitch crew and you're working in the security office, you're not allowed to know how the animatronics are like themselves, unless you're a security guard who worked at the old place, which this security guard that's coming up is. Anyways, us and the Freddy Fazbear crew, also any other workers not supposed to know anything about what happens in the animatronics, and like only a security guard and pit crew can. But the security guard is not allowed to know how we make our animatronics act this way. So remember, workers, at Freddy's, fantasy and fun is not the only thing we do. And that's why I was supposed to read you on the first night. Um, we sh- we we had a kid. We had a kid kick Freddy's leg. We might need to replace. Actually, no, not might. We do need to replace um Freddy's costume leg piece. There's a spare in the spare room, but you're not allowed in there at night because of animatronics. So there's another one that I put out for you in the security office. It's inside a toolbox with the tools I need to swap them. The old one, just leave in the toolbox. I'll handle it on my way in the morning. Well, that's about it. I have to go. Got some paperwork to do, and I'm getting kind of tired since it's the middle of the night, and I'm leaving messages because you won't pick up the phone. And I know it's not your fault. You can't pick up the phone because you probably don't know where it is. I don't know where it is either. I didn't install it. I know it's in the security office somewhere. I just don't know where. So I'm leaving a message for you. And I'm glad you survived the first night. I'll try to call you again to see if you survive the second night. This night. Excuse me, I'm just tired. So, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.